welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne, and in today's video I'm gonna show you an in-depth tutorial on how to blend eyeshadows as well as how to make Asian eyes bigger and brighter. I'll be using the Cosmetics Zodiac Palette for the rest of the video. Before we jump to the video, I would love for you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you click the notification bell below so that you can get updated when I upload new videos. Let's jump to the video. So for priming the eyes, I'm just using a concealer, and with a flat brush like this, I'm just tapping the concealer all over my lid. I'm just making sure that the product that I picked up on my brush is just enough, because the more product you have, the harder it is to blend. So to clean up underneath the brows and to lift, I'm also just gonna tap it ever so lightly. Just drag it out like this. Apply the eye primer underneath your eyes. I'm gonna grab this orange eyeshadow from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna apply that underneath my eyes. You wanna do this to help color correct underneath the eyes. A lot of us are not having really good sleep lately, so doing this will just help correct any shadow underneath the eyes. You wanna apply a concealer on top of that. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer, and that's just really gonna help color correct any of that darkness, any of the shadow underneath the eyes. I'm gonna start by applying a chocolate brown, a warm brown eyeshadow with my eyes open. You want to do this with your eyes open, that way you can see the fold of your eye. So Asian eyes, usually it's smaller, and you definitely want to do this with your eyes open, because you know, when you close your eyes, you will not see this part right here. So you want to tap the product using just a dense brush, and I'm not going to set this concealer with any product. I'm just gonna let this product sit on top of the concealer, and I'm just tapping everything. I'm focusing on the outside part of my eye, and you want to create like a semicircle shape with this eyeshadow color, and you want to bring it in just a little bit, but not so much. The focus of the color should be just on the outer part of the eyes. So once we're done with that, you want to grab a medium-sized fluffy brush with no product in it, and you want to just blend the edges of that shadow that we just laid on the eyes. So you want to just blend that out just on the edges. So I'm not touching this color right here, I'm just touching the edges of the shadow. So while I'm blending, you can see that the color is kind of shifting. That's because the shadow that I put is a warm brown, and it has some red pigments in it, and that's why you can see that there's somewhat a red, somewhat kind of like a redness coming out of the shadow. But that's okay, because we really want that gradient to be visible. So I'm gonna use the same brush that I used earlier to blend the edges. I'm gonna grab a peach colored shadow, and I'm gonna apply it right on the edges of the shadow. And at this time, I'm gonna do small circular motions to blend everything. And I'm even gonna take this one a little bit higher, kind of close to the brow bone. This is just going to make sure that all of the colors that we apply diffuse really nicely. I'm gonna grab like a soft peachy brown with a fluffy brush. This brush is fluffier than the brush we were using earlier, and I'm gonna use that to blend these two colors together, dragging the brush back and forth. The amount of product that I'm taking is very little because we want to build it up slowly. You definitely want to be careful with the amount of product you're using if you're using eyeshadows, because the more product you work with, the harder it is to blend. So I'm gonna go back to the shadow that I used, the first eyeshadow that I used, which is that chocolate reddish brown, and I'm gonna focus that on the outer part of my eye. I'm just tapping everything in place, and I'm gonna just lightly touch the edges of that shadow to make sure everything is blending nicely. You can even go back to the brush that you used to blend just to touch this a little bit and really make sure that the fade is really nice. Now I'm gonna grab a very small blending brush, and this is also like dome shaped. I'm gonna apply like a soft light brown shade just on the inner corner of my eyes. This is gonna help add depth to the eyes, because usually Asian eyes, our eyes appear more flat. So adding more depth by adding these colors really help make the eyes look deeper. And also this is gonna be a good contrast for the highlight shade in the inner corner we will apply later. You want to use that same color and apply it just underneath the lash line. And we're doing this because I'm not gonna apply any heavy eyeliner on the bottom of the eyes. I noticed that for most Asian eyes, eyeliner can either do you good or do you bad, so you definitely wanna be careful with the liners that you're using. So for my lower lash line, I'm gonna use that dark chocolate brown we were using earlier, and I'm gonna use kind of like a really skinny flat brush, and I'm gonna apply this one in tapping motion just underneath the eyes, and I'm gonna use this really flush to my eye right here, and I'm gonna stop right at the pupil. I'm not gonna take it all the way in because my focus will be usually on the outer part of my eye. You can blend that line out with a brush. Once you're happy with the blend and everything, we can move on with the shimmer shadow. So don't worry about this area right here. We're gonna clean it up later. For the lid color that we did, I'm gonna apply the shade called Pisces. It's a beautiful light bronze color, and I'm gonna apply that on the inner corner of my eyes. When it comes to shimmer shadows are really good shadows to pack on the brush, because usually when you use shimmer shadows, you don't really have to blend them out. You really want that color to be concentrated. Most of the time, the only time you really want to blend out or smoke out colors is if they are matte. So I'm just tapping that on the inner corner, making sure that I'm very conservative with how far I go when it comes to the shadow. So I'm just mainly applying it right here. I'm not taking it too far because we definitely want that depth over there, and the contrast of the shimmer and the matte just brings everything to life. So I'm gonna use the same brush, and I will apply the shade called Scorpio. This is like a beautiful copper shade. I'm gonna load that up on my flat brush. This is just a small brush, so smaller brushes when it comes to shimmers are your best friend because they do create a much more precise control for you. That way you're not bringing the shimmer all over. So my philosophy when it comes to using shimmer eyeshadows is that you definitely want the shimmer eyeshadow to be used more precisely. You don't want to, if you have well, you can do whatever you want with makeup, like creatively, but if you do want to make your eyes bigger and you want to make use of the contrast of light and dark, definitely controlling where your shimmers go will take you far in your makeup game. So I'm going to apply that dark brown using the brush that I've been using with it earlier, and I'm just gonna tap it right beside that copper shade. That way everything is just nice and smooth and you can see the fade over there. So on the inner corner of my eyes we still want that pop, so I'm gonna apply the highlight shade in the palette and I'm just gonna pop it on there. The next product that I'm gonna be using is an eyeliner pencil. This is from NYX. You can shop my affiliate link below in the description box for NYX Cosmetics. So this liner right here, I'm just applying it on the inner corner. This is just one way to really make your eyes appear bigger. This one, it brings a different dimension on the eyes, and also I like how it blends with the flecks on the eyes, especially if your eyes are brown. You do have some kind of like golden flecks on the eye, and that eyeliner really magnifies those flecks in the eyes, so it will make your eyes look even better or prettier. So I'm gonna grab just my concealer brush that I used earlier, and I will definitely clean this up. So you want to just diagonally drag this and make sure that you are coming from down below this area, and I mean diagonal to your lower lash line, and you just want to pull it out like this. Make sure that you are really diagonal to your lower lash line, that way you are lifting the eye. For mascara, I'm gonna use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I'm just gonna work it on the base of my eyelashes, and then I will do like zigzag motions. I love this mascara because it does cleanly define the lashes. When I do more eyeshadow looks like this, I want the eyelashes to not cover it so much, because we don't want to cover all our hard work, and doing this step already, you know, really brings out the eyes, opens up the eyes even more. I really love how it turned out because the colors just look really vibrant and they blend really easily. There you go. So that's the finished look for today. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you learned something new today. Make sure you shop the links in my description box down below if you'd like to check out the products that I used in this video. Also, make sure you leave a comment and let me know what looks you'd like to see in the future. Leave a thumbs up as well, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos of me in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!